Stroking to the beat of an onboard drummer, Dragon Boat team members can paddle 50 to 80 beats per minute and cover distances of 300 to 500 meters in just 3 to 5 minutes. Clearly, dragon boating is not for the faint of heart. 3, 4. Intrigued by these colorful and unique boats, I headed to the dock on Burlington's waterfront to discover what dragon boating is all about. After participating in dragon boating in their native Philadelphia, Linda and John Dyer recently started this area's first team, Dragonheart, when they relocated to Vermont.
The beauty of dragon boating is that you need no special skills. Anybody can do it. If you're going to a club that already has a boat, they usually already have paddles and a life jacket. That's really all you need. And you wear something that you don't mind getting wet, because you do get wet in dragon boating. And you show up and listen to the steers person who tells you to reach, bend, twist, and pull back, and stay with the person in front of you and the side of you. By the end of your first time out, I guarantee you'll be hooked on dragon boating.
After brief instructions from John, I quickly realized that the paddling is more aggressive than a normal canoe stroke.
We all know when we start out, where's the hip go? That's it. And we reach out straight, and we're going to twist that torso. And now we dig the paddle in, pull it back. What you want to do is make sure you're in sync with other people in the boat.
The 41-foot-long dragon boats are designed for speed. Although traditionally built from teak, the boats are now often fiberglass. To the Chinese, the dragon figurehead symbolizes good fortune, power, and energy. Each of the 20 paddlers sit side by side and paddle in unison to the beat of the drummer seated in the bow.
We paddle to the beat of a drum, and that keeps us paddling together. And it's such a team effort. It's not the endurance that counts, it's the wanting to work as a team, working together.
A steersperson in the stern not only controls the direction of the boat, but also serves as coach.
All right, sit pretty. Paddles up. Feet in the water. Take it away.
Although this sport is fairly new to North America, dragon boating has been practiced for over 2,000 years in Asia. Even today, this sport is steeped in ancient Chinese traditions. The dotting of the eye ceremony awakens the dragon in the spring, and an eye closing ceremony puts the dragon to sleep at season's end. In addition to the rituals, team building, and competition, this sport holds a special significance to a very unique group of athletes.
The beauty of putting breast cancer survivors and dragon boaters together is that you have a way for breast cancer survivors to embrace life after their diagnosis. With our group and with any breast cancer survivor team, it's a way to focus on living rather than on the disease. So it's a wonderful way of incorporating a support group with a health-giving, life-affirming activity.
Today, there are more than 100 breast cancer survivor teams throughout the U.S. and Canada.
This has caused me to redefine my image of what it means to be an athlete. I sit in a boat with 68-year-old women and 45-year-old women who have gone through chemotherapy and radiation, and they are showing me what it truly means to have heart. They inspire me every single day, and I wouldn't miss a day if you paid me $1 million.
It's hard work to paddle, even for someone healthy like myself. Yet many of these women are still undergoing treatment. I was both amazed and inspired at the strength and courage of these women.
I was diagnosed 7 years ago with breast cancer, and 2 years ago I found out that it had spread throughout my body. And when fighting for your life becomes a lifestyle, that can really stink. And when Linda, who happened to be my neighbor, decided that we really wanted to have a dragon boat team, complete with a dragon boat, I was right there. It's been a wonderful way for me to understand the ways that my body works, because when you go to treatment every single week, it's so easy to understand that you're sick and all the ways that your body doesn't work right. But when you're paddling the dragon, you feel your power again. You feel your power as a person, and you feel that your body works right. And when you're in sync with all those other people, it's pure power and it's pure joy.
I think if you asked any of the men here whose wives or partners went through this, it takes a lot out of the partners too. But this gives us a support that we both can do, we both can enjoy. And it's just a continuation of that. You know, it draws you closer, and I think all in all, it gives everybody so much inspiration.
After just 6 weeks of practicing on Lake Champlain, Dragonheart was off to their first competition, the 5th annual Chinese Dragon Boat Race in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Over 40 teams from all over the northeastern United States competed in this one-day festival. Our Vermont contingent consisted of a mixed team of men and women, as well as our breast cancer survivors team. Each boat ran 2 races down a 300-meter stretch of the Pawtucket River in the Taiwanese boats shipped specifically for this festive event.
Just shake it all out, get that blood going. Okay, are we ready?
After warming up, we received our seat assignments and some advice from John.
So communicate with each other. You want to be in that sit pretty position, but relax it a little bit as you're in the boat. Okay? Let's go now! All right, let's get down and get ready.
This is so exciting.
Give it all your heart now. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Dragonheart, get ready. You're going to be heading up the left side of the river.
These boats were 10 feet longer, twice as heavy, and seated only 16 instead of the usual 20 paddlers. This race would be a challenge. Dragonheart won. It was amazing. Our breast cancer team beat the other 2 boats, which were comprised entirely of men.
And we didn't beat them with strength. We beat them with heart.
This was well worth it. This was awesome.
We tend to use the word reach, which helps us to reach toward your paddling partner and maybe reach out of yourself, do something that you haven't done before, like paddling a dragon boat. And, you know, reaching for the stars. Nothing can stop you.
You just feel like a winner, and it was just amazing to feel like a winner for the first time since my surgery, really, in March.
For this group of paddlers, this is just the beginning. Dragonheart hopes to have 2 boats on the Burlington waterfront soon, and they welcome anyone who would like to join them.
Dragon boating is really the perfect metaphor for life. Sometimes in life you've got smooth sailing, sometimes you've got the bumps in the road, but anytime it's always wonderful when you're supported by people, and in a dragon boat team you've got 20 people around you at all times supporting you, and just it feels good.